Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Innovation Lab for this week's installment of Founders Log. It's been a fantastic as well as a fascinating week. The majority of my week was dedicated to two exercises focused on improving the chances of getting funding from either a venture capitalist angel investor or getting into an accelerator program. Both were recommended from the venture capitalist that my partner and I met with. I spent the first part of the week doing further market analysis, which reinforced that my white space play is accurate. So at this point, it feels like we have measured twice and we are ready to cut. Additionally, compounding that, my partner did additional evaluation and he came back with the same conclusions. The thing that was most rewarding about spending the time to do this further market analysis based on suggestions from the venture capitalist is that I got to see the market for even greater value or for a more targeted option than I had previously considered. It reinforced my initial assessments with the direction that we could go to partner or to build a horizontal strategy. And I then used the second half of the week focused on product market fit exercise, specifically focused on consumer behavior. And I was inspired to use what I learned from the previous post that I explained, going and looking at previous thought leaders' ideas on vibe coding. But in this case, I took that inspiration and I said, how can I leverage AI, not for vibe coding, but in other ways to go from what I know about consumer behavior all the way to getting limited amounts of prospect feedback and then building out personas. Working up to getting to personas has given me an interesting perspective to share as well. I think I've communicated this in the past. I have come to find discussing my business concepts challenging because both working at large corporations and at a startup, I have had my ideas and my work stolen and used by others. So I now don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I'm now potentially able to leverage AI in a way that allows me to only inquire about certain pieces of information from people. And then I'm able to leverage the large knowledge base that is in some of the best LLMs to round that out to then develop well-defined personas and then go out and do some surveys and some interviews to confirm those assumptions, which then lead into the ability to build a better product, make optimizations, and things like that. What do you think about that kind of approach? Are you using anything similar, or are you still using the very traditional? For the rest of today, I'm going to shift gears and spend a little bit of time with hobbyist AI, specifically rose gardening AI. Use the traction that I generated over the 4th of July holiday with rose gardening AI to do more with the Rosarian Society and build that up for my mother. Shifting gears then and focusing on where am I taking things for next week. It's going to be all about meeting with my partner, coming up with a short-term game plan for what is our next step in order to get back in front of venture capitalists with an improved pitch, hopefully with a demo. All right, that is Founders Log. That is what we are on track to do. I think you know how I roll. Stay creative, keep on building innovative stuff, and as always, work to make the world a better place.